Hello and welcome back. I'm Randy Newbert from VoodooFX. In today's video, we'll be doing a update on the Kilowatt model. Our main focus is on the Fusion Core and Center on Light. So let's get started. Okay, so we're back here working our way through the actual fit for the lighting on the Kilowatt model from batteries not included. So in this short video that I'm going to be showing you is we're going to break this down into a few components and a few things that you might or will need to make in order to actually get this application to go. So this is basically the center or the Fusion Core area that's open. This is a stock model, and basically the Fusion Core piece is going to sit inside this pocket. So I just wanted just to show you so we have a general idea of the orientation of the piece itself. Okay, so what we have here, this is the actual Fusion Core part that comes inside the model. This has gone through a couple iterations, but this is the latest iteration of the actual finished piece. I've went ahead and when I put the kit together, it'll come with this small piece of diffusion material. I'm going to pop this out for you so you can see it. And this, you'll just cut this little piece of white milky diffusion material to fit exactly inside the core piece itself. The core comes pre-slotted and pre-printed this way. So this is just, it's ready to go. All you need to do is paint and put the details in. So this piece will need to be cut to fit and cut to scale. And then again, with maybe just a little bit of either hot glue or a little bit of white glue or even clear silicone, you will go ahead and mount this into the model itself like so. And then this will just be pushed in as far as it can, and then that'll sit inside there. And again, you want it to be flush with the top of the ring. Another part that also is going to need to be mounted in here to support the actual strip light that's going to go around this area. And let me move this out of the camera flow here so you can get a little bit better idea. You're going to need to cut in this case, I have a piece of a clear acrylic piece of tubing. You could also use possibly a piece of ABS. This is a 3-inch diameter, and this basically is going to be fit and mounted right inside the center half of the core. And then what's going to end up happening is once this is mounted in place and there, I'm going to assemble the actual strip all around, looking out towards these slots. And when it's rotating, this feature, you'll see what in the final shots of it where this is actually going to come into play. Nope, you'll have to excuse me for one sec here. Okay, well, sorry about the interruption. And so after this piece is mounted and this is ready for the actual strip, now what you're going to have to deal with is with this center light. And what I've come up with is this part comes in the kit when you buy the model, and this is a clear cast clear acrylic, or I'm sorry, cast clear resin part that literally mounts, and I'm going to pull this aside, in the bottom here, and then when it's in place, it'll kind of look like that as far as the this clear part. What I went ahead and did was I sanded the one side and basically sanded it with some sandpaper in order to break it and give it a little bit of diffusion on here. And this will help you cast the light a little more evenly. And then I have both either, I'll include this in the kit as well, is I've created a small display board that'll fit up to a 5mm LED, and it'll look straight down onto this area. But what you're going to need to do is cut a small riser tube. This can be either cut this in this scenario. I have it again in clear acrylic tube, but this could be a piece of ABS, 1.5 1.25 inch. I think is the scale on this one, and then it's got it's almost like about 1.75 inch rise to give it a little distance between these two parts. So what you're going to end up having is, and again, I'll have this in the 3D printable part, and this gives you a 5-light scenario or a single light in the middle. I've tested it with the single light, and it seems to be okay overall. But if you want to really make it bright, you have the option now of going with the 5-light kind of system here, where you'll have, a full, if you really want it to be really bright on the bottom, it'd be like 5 of those lights together. So anyway, that is going to be the bulk of what's going to make up the fusion core. And again, this piece would be sitting in the bottom as the clear lens part. And this is what the stack up will look like, just like this. So when I go to put all this together, I'll have another corresponding video with it. That's what the system will look like as far as what you need to do to get this prepared so you can have this fully ready to go and lit. Now in this, also inside that big, larger half, you don't have to worry pretty much for any reason that this stuff will be in the way, because again, it's a wide open area there. So this will just sit up into the model a little bit, and there's plenty of space in here. Just doing the, the look, if I kind of just dump it in here and pop it through the area where it's going to sit, because it kind of just floats in there, and you can just glue it right in place. But that's how much room you got. So plenty of room. There's a clear top piece, or there's a piece of acrylic that sits, styrene that sits on the top here as part of the plate. And again, it's not going to bottom out on any of these areas in here. So it should be just fine, just be wide open and, easy. There's plenty of room for adding the fiber optics. There's actually 2 blowouts here for the, setup for the actual strobes. And then these 2 areas back here, you can see that those are going to be the slot lights. And here, maybe I can kind of show you those. Those will be another area that you'll just need to cut out for the model. But those are the areas that you'll need to remove if you're going to want to light this slot section. And again, it's going to be a pretty easy thing. I'll just use a little piece of microstrip across here, a little piece of diffusion material, and that'll take care of the slot area. But I'll show that in another video. And again, you'll need to drill out here and over here for the actual strobe. And that basically is going to wrap up what I'm going to show you on this video for now. And there's a few parts again that you're going to need to mock up and make in order to get the lighting right. And again, but this is just going to add so much detail to the model and really enhance it and bring it up to the next level. So again, I'll have another companion video after I get this mounted, and I will show you what it looks like inside the model and actually where it's going to be permanently affixed to the bottom half. Okay, well, we've went ahead and got all the internals built up on the core feature, and now I kind of want to just show you what it's going to look like. You're going to see a little bit of crossfading from this, but the board and everything's all hooked up. And I want to go ahead and turn it on. And it's always really good to test your features and functions when you're doing this. I just have the core sitting in here loose, but I will kind of give you an idea. Let me try to stand this up just a little bit. But I think you get the idea of what's going on now with the slot light. and the core feature. So again, this is a really good idea to test everything after you're done doing your actual initial assembly work. And again, now that I know that this thing is functioning and and working properly, basically, I can go ahead and move forward with all the other rest of the buildup, knowing that this feature is done. So again, and let me just pull this. I think I can just get this out here loose, and you can kind of get an idea now of what the feature looks like actually, tied into the model or tied into the core body. So that's what it looks like. And again, functionality-wise, it's all operating properly. And again, this kind of shows you how I put this all together. And again, it just, once it's all said and done, this thing just pops right into place. You'll need to adhere this with a little bit of glue, and that'll be it. And again, let me take this out one more time, and let me just turn it off so you can kind of see it. I haven't put the center light in there yet for the actual center part, but I will assemble that very soon once I work my way out of the bottom of the model. But I just wanted to show you guys kind of a little bit idea of what this looks like in live action. And that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this project and move on to Zone 2. And this will be a little bit longer of a video because I'm going to be getting into how we actually are going to do the fiber optic work. And I've had a lot of people ask me about the fiber optic install. So this will be a very good tutorial on actually how to do fiber optics and actually get them into all these holes. I think I counted around 250 or 300 of these little microfiber holes, but that's not an exact count. But anyway, on the next video, I will show you how to fit the fiber optics and do this. So this concludes Zone 3 and the assembly work on Zone 3. So let me go ahead and close this video off, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.